Even after Mohammed, his wife, and their daughter left my courtroom that day, the warmth of their visit stayed with me. Walking back to my chambers, I couldn't help but reflect on why cases like theirs matter so much. I've worn this robe for decades, yet I still believe, as I've often told people, that I don't wear it to punish, I wear it to help. The law gives me a framework, but empathy gives me purpose. When I looked at Marcus standing before me, gavel in hand, I saw more than just an 8-year-old having fun in court. I saw the promise of a new generation of Americans. It took courage for Mohammed to admit that he didn't speak English well and to let his daughter speak for the family. It took humility for his wife to come into court and explain that she had sped because her child was sick. Watching them interact in a language that wasn't theirs, I thought about my own grandparents, who came to this country with little more than hopes and hard work. They were met with kindness from strangers, and that kindness shaped their futures. I wanted to give Mohammed and his family the same feeling, that America isn't just a place of laws, it's a place of welcome. You see, the courtroom is often where people face their worst fears, fines, judgments, bureaucracy. But it can also be a place of relief, understanding, and sometimes even joy. In this case, the joy came from seeing a child take the role of judge, deliver a stiff fine, then think it over and choose mercy. That moment wasn't just about a speeding ticket. It was a lesson in compassion disguised as a bit of theater. When Marka changed her mind and dismissed the case, she learned that justice isn't rigid, it's thoughtful. She learned that when we take the time to see the whole picture, we often find room for grace. Afterward, as I congratulated Mohammed on raising such a bright and thoughtful daughter, I couldn't help but beam with pride. I told him she would save lives someday and that America needs people like her. He smiled shyly and thanked me, and I could see the love and pride in his eyes. Moments like that remind me that my courtroom can be a small stage for the values we hold dear: fairness, opportunity, and the belief that anyone, regardless of their accent or birthplace, can contribute something beautiful to this country. I also considered how important it was that Mohammed expressed his love for America. Leaving everything behind and starting over isn't easy. Yet here was a man who had fled war, who still struggled with our language, saying he loved the people here. That declaration moved me deeply. It reaffirmed my conviction that welcoming refugees is more than a political decision. It's an investment in our own humanity. Mohammed's family wasn't just following our laws by showing up in court. They were demonstrating faith in our system. My job was to honor that faith. Later that evening, I replayed the tape in my head, smiling at Marka's serious face when she pronounced $50, her impish grin as she said case dismissed, and the heartfelt applause that filled the courtroom. I thought about the narrator's closing comments, reminding viewers that our nation gave refuge to this family and that they've quickly become a positive addition to our community. Those words weren't scripted. They captured the essence of why I do what I do. Whenever I see a family like Mohammed's in my courtroom, I'm reminded that every encounter with the law is an opportunity to teach, to encourage, to help someone feel they belong. It's a chance to say, sincerely and without reservation, welcome to America.